Hello and good morning from Walt Disney World. Today's gonna be an exciting day. And my first stop at this exciting day is gonna be right over here at the Magic Kingdom. All right, hello from Magic Kingdom. There's the train station right behind me. So I am here at Magic Kingdom today for an exciting challenge adventure. I just surpassed 5,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel, which is incredible. I'm so happy and proud and honored by that, and I wanted to celebrate it in a very fun way. So today, I'm going to be going to 7 different theme parks here in Orlando, and I'm going to be doing my favorite ride in every single park. So I'm here at Magic Kingdom to do Peter Pan's Flight, but first, I actually want to go over to Tom Sawyer Island because Aunt Polly's is open, and I'm hungry, and I want to have some lunch. So that was part of the Main Street trolley show, which is always really cool to see in Magic Kingdom. Now I'm heading down Main Street and into Frontierland, I guess, to go over to Tom Sawyer Island. There's the castle right there. Peter Pan's Flight is back in Fantasyland right behind the castle, and I'm heading over to Frontierland. Do you like how I brought back my little Mickey pointer? I'm so excited for Aunt Polly's. It's like my favorite restaurant here at Disney. So I guess first and foremost, a couple things about this adventure that I'm going on today. I wouldn't really classify it as a challenge. I am going to be going to all 7 major Orlando theme parks and doing a ride at each one of the theme parks, one of my favorite rides at the park. So it's not really a challenge, it's just more of a long adventure, but it's still going to be a lot of fun to get to do. Another thing is that Brennan could not come today because she's at work. Our schedules are very conflicting nowadays, so it's very hard to get a day off to get to go do things together. So I'm just kind of celebrating by myself today, going to all the parks and doing my favorite ride at each park. So that's what I'm doing, that's why I'm here, celebrating 5,000 subscribers, which is still so surreal to me. All right, so I just made it through Liberty Square. Right over there is Aunt Polly's, so I have to go hop on a raft right over here to take that over to the island. But the riverboat is now coming around the corner, so I think I'm gonna have to wait a little bit before I can hop on a raft because usually this guy has the right-of-way over here. But pretty soon I'll be right over there and I can enjoy some Aunt Polly's because I've been wanting it for kind of a long time. There goes the drop on Splash Mountain. This looks really, really refreshing to do on a day like today. And I am really jealous, but I'm heading right over here for the launch for the Tom Sawyer Island boats. Man, it's really, really hot today. So before I hopped on a raft over to Tom Sawyer Island, I asked a cast member if Aunt Polly's was open today because it was supposed to be open from yesterday through the July 4th weekend, and it's not open today. He said it was supposed to be open and he doesn't know what happened, but it's not open, which makes me just so sad. And there's a duck over here that just keeps quacking at me and I don't know what he wants. What do you want, duck? Can't you see I'm mourning over here because I can't eat at Aunt Polly's? So I have my fast pass for Peter Pan's Flight in about 15 minutes or so. That was supposed to be my lunch, so I'm gonna have to improvise, I guess, and get something else. I brought I can't reach it, but I brought a Dr. Pepper with me and it's been in my pants all day and it's getting really hot, so I'd like to drink that and eat somewhere. So I think instead of going to a restaurant, I think I'm gonna go over here to the Outpost because I've actually never eaten here before. And I think they have some really cool snacks. So on second thought, never mind, all they had were like chicken tenders and onion rings, which is a different menu than what I remembered them having over there. Maybe it's like a difference between lunch and dinner, but I think I'm gonna head over to Fantasyland now to go ride Peter Pan's Flight and then eat something from there. If something just jumps out at me, I'm gonna eat it because I'm hungry. All right, I made it over to Small World. There's Peter Pan's Flight right over there. It's a 60-minute wait. Let's go get in line. All right, I'm about to ride Peter Pan's Flight. I haven't done this one in kind of a bit, and it is my favorite ride in the entire park, so I am super excited. Here we go.
Come on, everybody, here we go.
This brings back so many pleasant memories. just got off of Peter Pan's flight right back there. I love doing Peter Pan's flight so much, and it's my favorite ride at Magic Kingdom just because it was, I think I've said this many times before, but it was like the one ride that I would always want to do when I came here because I was scared of pretty much everything else when I was younger. So I think my course of action now is to actually head out of Magic Kingdom and over to Epcot. I've spent a lot of time walking around Magic Kingdom, which is great, but I still have 6 other parks to get to, so I really need to start expediting that factor of this video that I'm trying to do today. I'm still really hungry, but I need to kind of keep it moving. I have an idea of where I'd like to spend lunch today. I would totally eat lunch here at Magic Kingdom, but it's about 1:30 now, which means it's kind of like that prime lunchtime, which means eating anywhere here would be kind of a big obstacle. I took the ferry boat to get here today, which was pleasant because I haven't done it in a while, but it really took a long time, so I'm gonna use the monorail to get back to the TTC and then take that monorail over to Epcot. All right, heading out of Magic Kingdom now, back to the TTC. This monorail just pulled up, so hopefully we can hop on this, or I can hop on this, and then be off to the TTC and then off to Epcot. So I made it on that monorail that you can see over there. You can't really see it, but the monorail just pulled away from the Epcot station, which means I have to wait for it to come back. All right, so I hopped on the monorail and I made it over here to Epcot. Yay!
Coming into view is World Showcase. Directly across from us, on the far shore of the World Showcase Lagoon, is our host pavilion, the American Adventure. We're approaching the Epcot monorail station. Please hold on to the handrail and stay clear of the doors until the monorail stops completely and the doors open.
So I just got off of that monorail right over there, and you can see a bunch of construction going on over here. This is the old tram loop, as well as right over here. There's a bunch of dirt and rock and everything under there right now. That's really cool to see. Disney announced they were going to be putting the monoliths over here from the front of the park, but this is a really big footprint of a project for the monoliths. I can even show you once I head back over to Magic Kingdom. Just it expands all the way back over there, then all the way underneath there, and then all over here. So whatever they're doing over here, it's a pretty big deal. All right, so I made it inside Epcot. There's Spaceship Earth right there. It's still really weird to me that there are no more monoliths over here, and it's just a giant walkway, and I do wonder when these are going to be taken out next, but I'm heading into the park to ride one of my favorite rides. So I said one of my favorite rides here at Epcot because I actually have quite a few. My favorite classic ride is Spaceship Earth. I also love the Three Caballeros, but I have a new favorite ride as well, and that is Frozen Ever After over in Norway, and I also happened to get a fast pass for it, so let's go do that. I also thought it was a little bit too easy just to get inside the park, hop on Spaceship Earth, and then hop back on the monorail and head out, so I'm making myself work for the challenge a little bit today by heading all the way back into the showcase. I think I'm gonna head over to Club Cool though real quick, because I am parched. Time to cool off just a little bit, get some liquids in me, get my pep back in my step with a little caffeine. I actually don't know if any of these drinks are caffeinated, they might be. So I'm inside Club Cool right now. I have my usual mixture of the Vivo and the Melon Frosty. And I actually looked it up. The only one that has caffeine is Inca Cola. So all the others, no caffeine, but Inca Cola, it does have caffeine, which is interesting. And there goes the monorail. So I am heading into the World Showcase, right now heading over to Norway to hop on Frozen Ever After. That was really nice. It was very rejuvenating and refreshing. Just passed by the Mexican pavilion heading towards the Norway pavilion. I've always thought that this part of World Showcase starts off with so much promise because there's a ride over there, there's a ride over here, and then there are no more rides in the rest of the entire World Showcase. And I wish that there were so much. The scrapped ride plans for the Germany pavilion as well as the Japan pavilion. If each country had either like a circle vision or a ride or something kind of showcasing their heritage and their culture, that would have just been so cool. But now it's time to head inside to experience one of my favorite new rides here at Epcot, Frozen Ever After. It's really the only new ride here, I guess, but it's still a lot of fun. And it's inside in the AC. Wow, that was really quick. Just walked right inside and I'm about to get on my boat.
Come on, let's go and play. Elsa wants to give us all some fun. She's making everyone a snowy summer day. Aren't they very much like today? On our sail dresses with an unselfish act of true love and full of frozen heart.
Oh, look at your best friend.
Indeed.
Hey, they're going up to the ice palace. For my sister's magic night.
Are you ready to see Elsa?
They were born.
right, cool. All done with Frozen Ever After back there. That was a lot of fun. It's always a cute little ride to get to do, and just checking out the animatronics is always the highlight for me, why it's one of my most favorite rides here these days, because they're so advanced. All right, now I'm heading off to, I guess, Hollywood Studios, my next theme park. Real quick though, before I leave, I wanted to stop inside the Disney Traders store over here to exchange my fuel rod, because I've been using this kind of a lot today. So I'm gonna hit swap, and I'm gonna drop it in up here, and then it's gonna shoot me out a fresh one down here. Okay, that was embarrassing. All right, fresh fuel rod, cool. All right, heading back to the front of the park to hop on the monorail to take that back to the TTC. There's a long line over here for Spaceship Earth, wow. So the monorail's pulling in right now, but you can get an extent of a bunch of the other construction going on either side of the monorail station over here. That's really cool. Wow, that's really cool. Down there you can see exactly what they're doing with all that construction going on. It's gonna be really interesting to see what they end up doing. All right, just got off of the monorail from Epcot. Now I'm heading back to the parking lot to hop in my car to take that over to Hollywood Studios, and hopefully this speeds up a little bit. All right, cool. So I'm heading back to my car, and I have a game plan. So what I wanted to do, I initially wanted to ride my favorite ride from every respective park, but if I continue to do that, then I'm gonna probably run out of time. So I just wanna do one of my favorite rides from each park, which already kind of fits in because I didn't technically have a favorite ride at Epcot, and I just did one of my favorite rides, which was Frozen Ever After. So I'm heading to Hollywood Studios now to go hop on the Alien Swirling Saucers, because I couldn't get a fast pass for anything else, and I actually really do like Alien Swirling Saucers. That one, Tower of Terror, Rock and Roller Coaster, Slinky Dog Dash, they're all up there. All right, made it back to my car, off to studios. All right, so I made it to Disney's Hollywood Studios. I actually didn't get on this tram. It pulled away before I could hop on it, but we pretty much made it here at the same time. I was walking in, and some cast members gave me some free water, which was really, really cool. But, all right, so I'm here, heading inside to, I guess, head over to Toy Story Land. He was totally right, because I really needed this, and this is a lot easier to show off when it's not pouring down rain, but this is the new loop for the tram drop-off. There's the Skyliner, which currently is not running right now for some reason. And then this is the bag check right over here. All right, so I'm about to head inside Disney's Hollywood Studios. I'm also bringing in my Dr. Pepper that I've had in my pocket for about 4.5 hours now, so it's shaken up and hot, but I'm gonna drink it, darn it. Whew, it may have been rainy the last time that I came here, but it was definitely a lot cooler. It was overcast, it was windy, it was great. But I'm heading back to Toy Story Land, the hottest part of the park. So I came over to the Chinese theater to take a couple pictures, and there's actually been an update over here for the construction of the runway railway, which are these walls over here. These are brand new. It's definitely not the most meaningful update, but it means things are happening over here at Hollywood Studios as far as that ride goes. Maybe that's like the queue or something. And I'm heading into Toy Story Land to ride saucers and then finally get some lunch. So I made it back into Toy Story Land, and Vernon and I have yet to see Toy Story 4. We're gonna see it really soon, hopefully, but we've been watching all the other Toy Story movies. We watched 1, 2, and 3 the past couple nights, so we are ready. All right, so I made it to the very back of Toy Story Land. There are the Green Army Drum Corps performers over there. About to head into the Swirling Saucers to redeem my Fast Pass and get on my third ride of the day. All right, so I am up next for the Alien Swirling Saucers, and while I'm waiting, I am building my mobile order for my lunch, which I can hopefully submit as soon as I get off this and go pick it up and eat it, and then be on to my next theme park, which is gonna be, obviously, Animal Kingdom. There goes Slinky Dog right over there, and I'm currently chilling in my little alien pod. Hopefully we get started here in just a second. Here we go! Yay, this is my favorite song to get here. It's definitely different riding this during the daytime because it's so much, whoa! So much darker. Like what you're seeing on the camera is pretty much what it is in real life. Whoa! I like the, obviously I prefer the nighttime a little bit better because this doesn't happen, because the lights come on and it's just a lot more fun at night, just with like the disco kind of vibe and like the colorful lights. Ah! Alright, this is fun, but I'm even more excited about getting to eat my lunch finally and getting to drink my Dr. Pepper that I've had in my pocket all day. Alright, now I can head over to Woody's Lunchbox. Something that's kind of interesting is that as I walked over here, this is where Jessie meets now right over here by this alien statue. I thought she meant over here by that gate, but maybe they moved her recently. Either way, I am about to submit my order over at the lunchbox. All right, and about 2 minutes later, I've gotten my food. This is my barbecue melts right here with my tomato basil soup. I have a little cookie in there too, which is gonna be really exciting, and then ice for my darn Dr. Pepper. All right, I have been waiting for this all day. This is my barbecue brisket melt right there with the tomato basil soup once again, and then this is a lunchbox tart, which has blueberry icing and then lemon filling, and then I finally got my Dr. Pepper out of my pocket. I'm gonna feel like I'm like losing something the rest of the day now because I've been carrying this around for 5 hours and now I'm finally drinking it, but yay, I'm gonna eat this and then head out of the park. All right, so I'm heading out of Toy Story Land and I'm following the Green Army Patrol out of the land. Slinky Dog just went by over there. Today's kind of an important day because today is the 1-year anniversary of Toy Story Land being open. So that's pretty cool. So a very happy birthday to Toy Story Land with hopefully many more. So now I am heading out of the park to head over to, I guess, Animal Kingdom and hopefully to ride Expedition Everest. Maybe I'm gonna hop on the single rider line for that one. All right, just got off of the tram back there, made it back to my car, now on to Animal Kingdom. Oh man, it's about 5 o'clock right now and it just feels so hot. All right, so about a 15-minute drive and walk later, I've made it to Animal Kingdom. My plan is to head back to Everest. I was gonna hop in the single rider line, but then I did get a fast pass for it. So I may like see what the single rider line looks like and then opt to do that or use the fast pass. I don't really know. There's that Lion King photo op right over there, and they have a bunch of these celebrating the Lion King banners as well. All right, heading inside Animal Kingdom. This is my last Walt Disney World park, which I'm kind of happy about because Disney's kind of hard to get around. And I made it inside Animal Kingdom. Instead of heading straight over to Asia and making it all about the rides, I'm actually gonna run up the Tree of Life garden trail over here real quick, just to kind of get up and close and personal with the Tree of Life, because it's one of my favorite things here. So right back there is Hakuna Matata time. Over here are Russell and Doug, and right now they're meeting with a little German Shepherd dog. So Doug is just meeting a little German Shepherd. Not a German Shepherd, a Golden Retriever, what am I saying? And now I'm just kind of heading up the trails over here just to get a nice up-close look at the tree. I know I just said this, but this is one of my favorite pastimes to get to do over here at Animal Kingdom because it's just so peaceful, and comparatively just with the other parks and how busy and a little bit crowded that it is over there, this is just very, very pleasant in comparison. The sun is getting close to setting, so I should probably kind of expedite what I came here to do, but I just cannot pass up the chance to pass underneath the Tree of Life and then pop out on the other side. The sun finally went behind a cloud, and there's a breeze for the first time. The day I regret wearing a black shirt, but this is the place to be. There's literally nobody over here. I'm completely by myself. That's about to change because I am heading back over to Asia to ride Expedition Everest and then off to SeaWorld. So I guess right now I'm officially halfway done. More or less. All right, so I'm heading out of Discovery Island and into Dinoland, USA. Earlier I was talking about whether I would do my favorite rides or just rides that I liked a lot. Here my favorite rides are probably like a big tie between obviously Flight of Passage and Dinosaur and then Expedition Everest. So it's kind of cool that I at least got to do one of my big favorite rides. I just have a lot of favorite rides, I guess. All right, I made it over to Asia and there's Expedition Everest right over there. I can see some clouds kind of rolling in. So I may be in for some weather maybe at some point, but hopefully I can at least do this and then skedaddle on to SeaWorld before it becomes an issue. So this is the entirety of the Fast Pass line over here, which is actually really long. So I went to go see the single rider line. It's actually kind of long too, so I'm gonna go and hop in line for my Fast Pass and at least have like a guaranteed spot. All right, that was pleasant. That line actually moved really, really fast. And I got right on in about, 5 minutes or so. Sitting here for a minute. This is the first time that's happened. You have to be pretty talented to get your hair tie all the way up there. That's pretty interesting. There's some all the way up there too. I can see that it would be like a fun competition to try to see how high you can get your hair tie. It's also kind of inconsiderate, right? fun in the back. Wow, that was so much fun. Awesome, okay. So now I guess I'm heading out of Animal Kingdom and then on to SeaWorld. Yay! Before I go though, I do want to switch out my fuel rod one more time before I head over to the Universal Parks, because once I head over there, I'm gonna have to start paying for exchanges for the fuel rod. So I think I do that right over here at the Island Mercantile. All right, and sure enough, I'm inside the Island Mercantile, and here it is. So I'm swapping out again, and I drop this guy in here like so. And neat. Fully charged fuel rod. Cool, and now having done that, I can go ahead and head out of the park and go back to the car, then head off towards SeaWorld. So I'm heading back to the car. I think I'm gonna hop on the tram just because it's right here. I'm trying to decide what to do at SeaWorld once I get there, because ideally I'd love to do Mako, but then also it would be fun to do Journey to Atlantis. Just got off the tram back there, made it back to my car, heading off to SeaWorld, and like I just said, I'm trying to figure out where I want to go and what I want to do. I could do a roller coaster, I could do like a water ride, or I could do something completely different. Kind of depends on the wait time, because it's about 6 o'clock right now. So I'm doing okay on time. I could be doing a little bit better, but I think I'm doing all right. The idea is just to kind of get to Universal before it at least gets dark. So I have about 2 hours before that, but all right, hopping in the car and heading off towards SeaWorld. Oh, hey, didn't see you there. That was stupid. So I made it to SeaWorld. So I thought about it. I think I'm just gonna go ride Mako. It's one of my favorite rides here. It's in the back of the park, and I know I just did a roller coaster, but why not do another roller coaster? So off to Mako, to the back of the park, and then on to the Universal Parks. You can see the sun's kind of really going down. It's like right there on my face, but into SeaWorld. So I'm inside the park, and I'm over by the dolphin nursery. Got a bunch of little dolphins over here. That's adorable. All right, I'm making my way over to Mako, which is way back there. All right, I made it over to Mako. I was a little bit worried about the weather because there are some clouds kind of over there, but it looks like it's going, so I'm gonna go put my stuff in a locker and hop in line. Hi, me again. So I came over to Mako, and it is now closed for a downtime due to the weather in the area. So that means that probably most outdoor things are closed at SeaWorld. So maybe I should go try to do something that's indoors, because I don't know how long this is gonna last. I don't know. So I just made my way over to Infinity Palace, and they just made an announcement over here as well that Infinity Palace is closed due to inclement weather. So I think I have to head towards an indoor ride so I can kind of keep it moving and be on my way. So I'm over here by Sesame Street. I was gonna hop on the sea carousel over here because it was running a second ago, but they just announced over here that inclement weather's in the area, so they can't run the carousel, which is a bummer. So I have to do like an indoor ride, which there's only a couple to my knowledge, which is the Penguin ride and then the Antarctica ride. So now I'm making my way through Sesame Street just to kind of see what I can and can't do. Because like I said, there's really only a couple things you can do at SeaWorld that are indoors. Most everything is outdoors. Everything is shut down. In Sesame Street over here, I really would like to go do the Penguin ride, but it's just usually really popular and has a really long wait time. I could do the Wild Arctic over here, but honestly, I really don't care for that ride just because of how nauseous it's made me feel before. So I think I'm gonna, I guess, head back over to the Penguin ride just to kind of see what that looks like. So right over there is Mako, right behind it is Kraken. Over here is Manta. I thought about doing the Sky Tower, but I thought that would take too much time. Right now I would settle for any of those coasters, and I'm just hoping that I'll see them cycle because I really don't want to go over to the Penguin ride. Oh, it's gonna be such a long wait. So I'm heading into Antarctica. I looked at the wait times on the app, and a lot of things it says are closed due to weather. Some things that I don't think are open, it says are open, so I don't know if I believe that, but it says that the Empire of the Penguin, which is this ride over here, is a 30-minute wait. So let's see if it's a 30-minute wait. So it said it was only a 25-minute wait, so I'm hopping in line, and I'm actually really excited. Wow, so I got inside pretty quickly, and what I meant about I was excited about this because this is actually the ride that I really wanted to do the most when I came to SeaWorld, but I assumed that the wait time would just be so long that it would kind of be out of the question, so I wanted to do something that was kind of quicker, and that ended up kind of backfiring because I couldn't ride anything else, and I had to ride this. And the wait time's actually been really reasonable, so I'm very happy and honestly kind of impressed.
It's time to see the wonders of Antarctica through the eyes of love.
It's time to follow along the path as a slips and strides and discovers the wonder of his own reflection. Puck slides and glides into a cavern of icy dancing light. Has arrived at the edge of the ice, and for the first time, he's ready to dive into the sea. He's eager to hunt for food on his own.
All right, yay, I did it. I rode the Empire of the Penguin, and all the penguins are in here just kind of chilling. Get it? Okay, I'm heading out of SeaWorld now and off to Universal. That did take about half an hour or so, but it was definitely worth it. And the sky just looks beautiful. Right now, right as I came out, I actually saw Manta going, so it looks like the outdoor rides are now fully functional. I guess the weather has passed. I would love to come back and do this later. This and also Mako too, that would be awesome. Technically right now, SeaWorld has Electric Ocean going on, which Brennan and I really want to come back and do, hopefully in a little bit. But heading out of the park and off to Universal. So I made it to Universal. You can see some really dark clouds back there. There's actually a lot of lightning going on, so the weather's not gone yet. If anything, it's getting a little bit worse, but we'll see what happens. So it looks a lot darker than it should right now, just because the weather surrounding Universal is terrible. You can see like a little bright patch right there of what it should look like, but other than that, it is dark clouds. Today was a 10% chance of rain, by the way. So I made it over to Islands of Adventure. Nobody's really heading in the park at all because of the terrible storm that is currently on the way. The clouds just look completely dark right now, and everybody's heading out of the park, but I'm heading in. All right, I'm inside Islands of Adventure. I'm gonna head over to Marvel to ride The Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man first, because one, it's right there, and two, it's one of my favorite rides here. I don't think really half the rides here are open because of the weather, but I love Spider-Man. Okay, I changed my mind. Instead of going to do Spider-Man, I'm actually gonna go around the lagoon over to Hogsmeade and hop in line for Forbidden Journey, because if I had to compare the two, I like Forbidden Journey a lot more than I like Spider-Man. And the wait time for Spider-Man was about 35 minutes. The wait time for Forbidden Journey is 10 minutes, and I can hop on the train over to Universal and I can complete my challenge over at Universal. So I'm gonna do that. Hopefully it doesn't rain. It's kind of hard to tell what are fireworks and what's just lightning, because the finale for the Hogwarts Castle should be going on right now, or it just did, right behind those trees. All right, I made it back to Hogsmeade. This is what I'm gonna be taking to get over to Universal, the Hogwarts Express. But let's see if I can go hop on, I guess, Forbidden Journey, because it really is one of my favorite rides ever. Ooh, look at that lightning right there. All right, I'm heading inside to ride Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey. So this is kind of new. To me at least. The entrance now is along the side of the castle. You don't go inside anymore unless you're putting a bag in there. All right, so there is no line at all for this. I'm about to hop on right now.
Right, you did it. That's life. Keep up, bro. We're on our way. We'll meet you outside. Sorry about that. Those benches can be a bit dodgy.
Oh, no fireworks, okay. So right now it is pouring down rain, so I'm gonna skedaddle over to the train as fast as possible. So it is 100% pouring right now. You just saw that bolt of lightning, and I'm gonna try to make it over there to the Hogwarts Express if I can. It's hard to tell just how hard it's coming down, but it is coming down right now. Well, this is just completely hilarious. You know, there's a positive spin, because I wasn't too happy about how my hair looked today anyway, so now I can change it. All right, one very soggy train trip later. I've made it over to Universal Studios Florida, my final park of the day. I'm gonna go, I have about 20 minutes to make it over to Men in Black. Men in Black is gonna be my final ride of the day. And I'm excited. I love Men in Black so much. That did not come across as very sincere. I really do like Men in Black. At Universal, it would have been between E.T., The Mummy, Men in Black, and maybe Gringotts. And Men in Black is the most not like the rides that I've already done today, so I'm gonna end the night on that. And it stopped raining. Cool. Well, it's still raining, but not as much as it was earlier. For sure, there's Men in Black way over there. This is my last ride of the day. This has been a really, really long day. It's been about 11 hours, give or take. So the rain did let up, but there's still a bunch of lightning in the area, so I still may have a problem getting back to my car and getting home. But as far as completing my challenge, I think that I did it.
Hands up, high shout, Agent J, time to see what you're made of. Oh, and that red button, don't even dream of pushing.
Emergency. Training sequence aborted.
Hold your fire.
Your eyes open, you should be hiding just about anywhere. Whoa, looks like they're packing some serious heat. Time to roll off the welcome mat and show these misfits what we're made of.
I did it, I completed my challenge. I just got off of Men in Black. It is 9:55 currently, so 5 minutes to spare. It looks like the cinematic celebration's going on, but if they didn't do the fireworks over at Hogwarts, I wonder if they do them over here? I don't know. Yep, no fireworks. They're just doing the show. Because this is a big part where there would be a lot of pyrotechnics going on right now. Alright, I think I'm heading out of the park then. You know, it's kind of funny because this video is almost a mirror of another video that I did over for Attractions Magazine. My first ever Roy Meets World episode, which is a series that I did for Attractions Magazine. I did a 7-park challenge just like this where I went to each of the parks. I think for that challenge, I think I tried to do the biggest rides in each park more or less. But today was just all about my favorite rides, or just whatever rides became convenient to do as I had less time to do them. So there's that. I'll put a little like thing up into the corner so you can check out that playlist. But it is still lightninging outside, so I think I should probably head back to the car before that finishes too, so I can get back in the car and get dry and get home. I'll tell you what, my feet are hurting, but that was just so much fun getting to run around to 7 theme parks, getting to do my favorite ride, or one of my favorite rides from each of the parks, getting to recreate that challenge from like 2.5 years ago, all to celebrate 5,000 subscribers, which really isn't even that big of an accomplishment as far as what I did. It's just you guys wanting to watch my theme park and life adventures, which is just still so humbling to me every time that I think about it. So thank you for that. It's really cool just to think about. But I wanted to come out by the Globe, my last big park icon of the day, to head back to the car, and then like I said, go get dry, then go get some food, and lightning and thunder is still happening all around me. So hopefully I can make it back before that becomes an issue again, because I'm still drenched. But thank you for hanging out with me today, and I appreciate it, and I'll see you soon with some fun stuff. Hopefully, well, not even hopefully, definitely Brennan's gonna be able to celebrate with me in some future videos later on this week, thankfully, so that's gonna be a lot of fun. So I will see you then, and goodbye.